On Long Island, we spell hurricane relief S-C-H-U-M-E-R, and I'm not kidding, and I want to thank Senator Schumer.
We all know of the magnitude of Sandy. Houses were destroyed, critical infrastructure damaged. In the wake of major storms, local governments, towns, cities, counties, are the first ones on the scene. And they can't wait to go put their stuff into action for federal reimbursement. And they lay out a ton of money. That is taxpayer money. FEMA says, you lay out the money, we will reimburse you. And that's a good thing. And of course, that's what we fought for in the aid that we worked so hard for. And we told our localities, you will be reimbursed. Here is the problem. The reimbursement rate is only 75% unless it goes up above a certain level. And it's a very high threshold. It's $133 per resident of each state. So what happens when you cross that threshold is it's discretionary, it's optional for the federal government to say the reimbursement will be 90%, not 75%. But it is not a certain thing. So today we are launching our campaign to make sure that the federal government grants us the option and provides 90% reimbursement.
Now, if Hempstead Town were to only receive the 75% that's on the books right now in reimbursement, our local government, the town of Hempstead, would be on the hook for $12.5 million. That's simply for debris removal costs. But now we're moving on, and we have different costs, rebuilding costs. And with Senator Schumer's help, that particular figure would go from $12.5 million down to $5 million. We'd be saving immediately $7.5 million on behalf of the taxpayers in the town of Hempstead. We have a hurricane relief kit here on Long Island that has everything we need to battle back from Mother Nature's wrath. It's a surefire way to provide rescue and remedy to our storm-battered neighbors. Now, I would like to show you all the contents of Long Island's hurricane relief kit.
You want to put it on the floor? Or?
Senator, I think you will like this. Let's turn it around. I think we'll turn it around this way. This is Long Island's relief.
Oh, that is great.
Absolutely. Again, I want to thank Senator Schumer for his great advocacy, great help to all of us on Long Island.
That's
Thank you,
great.
Senator
Thank you.
Schumer.
That's terrific, Kate. Thank you.
We don't want to have to pay for it for generations, though, and we don't want the scars on our town for generations. And this 90% reimbursement enables towns with very battered budgets who spent their rainy day funds many years ago to get quickly back into the business of providing the vital services to our residents.
You know, Senator Schumer has requested FEMA to increase the payment from 75 to 90%. In the village of Freeport alone, that represents probably $2 million.
Part of the insurance we had for that boardwalk was only some of the area about $10 million. The cost with mitigation, over $44 million. So had we had to do the 75, we would probably financially would almost be bankrupt.
Whenever there's been disaster, the federal government has stepped up to the plate, and that meant New Yorkers have sent money. And now that we've had one of the most major disasters to affect America, we don't think the rules ought to change. We think they ought to stay the same, just as New Yorkers honored our commitment to the rest of the country, because we are one nation, e pluribus unum, out of many one. We believe that the rest of the nation should honor the same commitment to us.